everybody, this is Bug S Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Neca Ultimate American Werewolf in London Nightmare Demon figures. So this is an army builder pack. You're meant to get 4 of them to make all of the combinations for the Nightmare Demons, and as you can see, I do have all 4 of them. All of them holding their different weapons and stuff. So before we take a look at any of the other Nightmare Demons, let's take a look at the Zombie Werewolf Nightmare Demon with the helmet first. Taking a look at this head sculpt, Neca did an amazing job on the sculpt on this. The decayed look of the skin looks really nice. It's got some gloss paint to it, making it look kind of slimy. It looks really good. And the helmet on it has some wear and some paint variation to it. Some scuffs and scratches and dents. This has a little bit of blood on it. It looks really good. Neca did an awesome job with this head sculpt. You can also take the helmet off there, and you can see that Neca sculpted all of the details on, even where the helmet is not. The only downside is he does have a hole in his head where the helmet pegs in. As you can see, there is a peg in there that pegs into his head. So you can take that off, but then you'll have that hole in his head. So all you have to do to get that back on there is just slide that on and peg it back in. And there you have it. All of the Nightmare Demons come with different weapons. This one comes with the small machine gun, and it looks really nice. I didn't think it had any paint detail to it, but it actually does have a little bit of paint detail over it. It's done in flat black and has like some speckled black paint over top of it. The Nightmare Demons also come with an alternate torch-holding hand and torch, and this looks really good. That flame effect looks really nice. The translucent plastic and the color just looks very, very nice. It's pretty impressive. The Nightmare Demons also come with a knife-holding hand and a clean knife, and they also come with a bloody knife. I think this and the Bald Nightmare Demon are the only 2 demons to hold the knives in the movie. The Bald one holds the knife to David, and this one stabs the nurse in the dream sequence. So you can use the knife for either of the figures, which really you can use the accessories on any of them. It's not really in any specific way you can do it, but I want to display them like they appeared in the movie. The suit on the Nightmare Demon looks very nice. It's got some really good sculpt detail to it, some texturing. It looks like actual stitches on the suit, and that's just sculpted detail, but it looks really nice. You've got the touches of silver painted very nicely. You get the glossy black gloves and boots. Here's the normal Werewolf Nightmare Demon, and again the head sculpt looks really nice. The eyes have a gloss coating over top of them. That gray over top of the hair looks very nice. The teeth are painted pretty nicely, and this one comes with another gun. And I'm wondering if that's supposed to actually be blood on there. It's supposed to be like blood splashed on the gun. I'm not sure. Because I only noticed it when the lights on my review station here caught it. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to be just like some detailing over the gun, or that's supposed to be blood that's splashed on it, because it is glossy. Up next you get the Bald Nightmare Demon, and this head sculpt looks nice as well, which all of the head sculpts look nice. But this one has some printed on details, and it really stands out. The texturing and the veins on the head look really nice. The cut there above the left eye, the eyes, the teeth, everything looks really good on this. This is the only head sculpt that has the printed on eyes, teeth, and details. I think this is supposed to be 5 o'clock shadow, and it is printed on there. So all of the details on this head sculpt are printed on, and it looks really nice. And finally, you get the Sideburns Nightmare Demon. And again, the head sculpt looks really nice. I actually think this has just a little bit of printing around that right eye there, where it has a little bit of that purple color to it. So there might be a little bit of printing on this head sculpt, but for the most part the details are painted on. So you get some blood on this head sculpt. It looks really nice. You get some gloss around the mouth right there, making it look like he's slobbering a little. And the hair sculpted nicely on this one as well. All of the head sculpts look really good. And this one has a longer gun. I'm not sure the names of these, so if you know that, just leave a comment down below. So now let's go ahead and go over the articulation. So the only thing that's different on these figures articulation-wise is the head sculpts. All of them have different range of motion to them. So all of the head sculpts have a ball-jointed head and neck that connect down in here. So this head sculpt can look down just a little bit, can look up just slightly. The hair does hinder that, but his head can move side to side, and you get a little bit of tilting. On this one, you can get him looking up a pretty good amount. If you move it any more, you might pop the head off. I can see the joint coming up just a little bit right there. But you can kind of get him howling up like that. He can move his head all the way down. He can move his head side to side, and you get very slight tilting there. The hair does hinder that articulation right there. So you can move it side to side, but the tilting is very hindered. On this head sculpt, he can look all the way up. That is what I wanted to see. But he can look down. So there are pros and cons to all of these head sculpts. This one doesn't have any hair on it, so he can look up all the way, but he can't look down at all. He can move his head side to side, and you get some pretty good tilting there. And on this final head sculpt, you can get him looking all the way up, all the way down, side to side, and some tilting. So the helmet head sculpt, even though it has the helmet, it has the best articulation to it. So yeah, this is definitely the best articulated head sculpt. So the rest of the articulation is exactly the same on every figure, so the rest of the articulation I go over will just be on this figure. They have ball jointed shoulders that can move out that far. They have single jointed elbows that can bend in just about all the way. They have swiveled wrists that can move up and down and side to side. They have a ball jointed waist that can move back and forth very slightly, side to side, a little bit of tilting. But the articulation is pretty hindered right there. They'll have ball-jointed hips that can just about do a complete split. They can kick forward just a little bit, and I think his crotch came apart there. He can kick back just a little bit. He has single-jointed knee, can bend back that far and move side to side. And I really thought since these boots were a separate piece that they were articulated. But nope, they're not. The only articulation you get is up here at the knee. And finally, they have ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. I really haven't had any issues with getting these to stand. I really thought I would, but the articulation there really helps to stabilize them. So here all of the Nightmare Demons are next to each other, and they all look really, really awesome. That was pretty genius of Neca to make you have to buy 4 different ones to complete all of the looks. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I ended up doing it because they look really, really awesome together. And finally, there they are next to the Kessler Wolf. So overall, I would highly recommend picking these up. If you can, I would definitely recommend buying all 4 of them so you can have all the looks displayed. They are really awesome. They have some really good sculpt detail to them, and all of those head sculpts look really, really awesome. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.